Welcome to the next episode of Marriage, Mess, and Margaritas. I'm Jessica.
And I'm Jessica.
And I'm Alicia. And yes, we're actually drinking margaritas while recording this. Because how else would you talk about life, marriage, and chaos?
This podcast is our happy hour therapy. Just 3 women, 3 different stories, and a whole lot of real talk. No filters, no perfect Pinterest mom energy, just the mess.
We're all married, most days happily. And between the laundry piles, carpool lines, and late night what even is life convos, we realized we can't be the only ones needing a space like this.
So welcome. Whether you're married, single, mom and heart, or just here for the margs, we're glad you're listening.
Each week, we'll pour a drink and dive into real conversations. Relationships, mental health, mom fails, friendship, body image, intimacy, you name it.
And don't worry, there'll be plenty of laughs, oversharing, and probably a few spicy takes.
We'll also share listener stories, answer your questions, and maybe cry into our drinks once or twice. But it's all love here.
So grab a margarita, settle in, and let's kick off this beautifully messy ride together.
Welcome to Marriage, Mess, and Margaritas.
Let the chaos begin.
Hey everyone, welcome back to week 4 of Marriage, Mess, and Margaritas. How's everyone doing this week?
And we are doing well.
So are we.
Nick and I have planned a date night for this week. We're going to this new bourbon place in a town close by. So just another chance for us to reconnect together. 2 of our kids are going to camp, so we're looking forward to having more time together.
Oh, well that'll be fun.
Yes, it will be.
How's your week?
My week was good. My husband was out of town for the whole week at a work conference, and I missed him terribly.
Aww. That's hard when they're gone with the kid, when you've got to do kids all by yourself.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely challenging without having him there with me.
Is he back now?
He's home.
Aww.
Well, good.
What about for you?
We've been making it. Our kids actually were playing the other day together in one of their bedrooms, and their door was shut, so me and Taylor took advantage of the time.
Had time together.
Yes, on the other side of the house. Okay, so today we're talking about something so many of us struggle with. How do you stay connected with your partner when life feels like one never-ending to-do list? From last-minute deadlines to kids who need something every 5 seconds, it's way too easy to let your marriage slip to the bottom of your priority list. Sometimes you just don't have the time or the energy for elaborate date nights, but finding those little pockets of connection really does make all the difference. Before we dive in, let's talk about what's in our glasses today. We're sipping on coconut lime margaritas. And I have to admit, it's the closest thing I'm getting to an island vacation anytime soon.
They are very good.
Yes, very sweet. Honestly, this should be the official drink of tired parents everywhere. Refreshing enough to feel a little bit fancy, but easy enough you don't have to think too hard.
Mm-hmm.
So whether you're listening while you're commuting, folding laundry, or hiding in the closet for 5 minutes of peace,
That's me.
Today we're diving into how to keep your relationship a priority when everything else is fighting for your attention. We're going to share some of our own stories, some real life strategies, and hopefully a little encouragement that you are not alone in this. So grab your coconut lime margarita or whatever you've got and let's get into it. Let's start with the truth. We've kind of hit on this in previous episodes, but how often have you caught yourself thinking, we'll have more time for each other once life slows down a little?
Oh, I used to be like that all the time. All the time. I thought it was going to be, and I think I talked about this before, life would be harder when they were younger and easier when they got older. And for us, it's the total opposite. We are so busy now as the kids are older with sports and activities, and it's constant.
Yeah. Do you feel like you've kind of let your marriage hit the back burner at times?
Oh, yes.
Definitely.
Yes, and I think we did without realizing that we had done that.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it was just a gradual thing, but yes, and having to learn how to reconnect and all that. And yes, it just got so busy with our kids that we just had less time for us.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, definitely. lost track of scheduling time for ourselves because we were busy meeting the deadlines of the kids with their sports, with their school activities, with their homework, with dinner on the table. So it was exhausting, especially when they were little, and now that they're older, you're still busy with them.
So was it worse or better for you when they're little or big?
I think it was worse when they were little for me because we had so many little kids in the house. As
Right.
they got older, they started leaving one at a time, so that gave us more room to breathe.
Got it.
Do you ever regret feeling like you put your marriage on the back burner during those times of busyness?
No, I think I would have regretted it if my marriage took a toll on, if this took a toll on my marriage, but we recovered.
Well, that's good. I think for us, one of like the times it was early on in our marriage, I was working night shift and he was working a police schedule. So he was like 2 on, 2 off, 3 on, and he was day shift. And so we were literally just passing each other. So there would be days where like we would never see each other. I was pregnant. And so at that time it was just like, we've got to keep working, we got to make the money, we got to pay these bills, get ready for this baby. And we definitely, like, there was a big disconnection that happened, and we pulled very far apart. And as much as it sucked for that to happen so early on in our marriage, at the same time, I'm almost kind of grateful for it because it set that,
Right.
that I guess, idea that you've got to still make a point for each other.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, I definitely think busy schedules take a big toll on your marriage.
Yeah, I agree.
With us, we've always had like a goal. Like, working really hard because we were expecting another baby. We would say, okay, this is our deadline. We have until September, and in September, things will get better. So there was always an end in sight for us.
Yeah. Do you feel like, I guess I feel like for most moms, the busy season's during school year. So like school picks up, you've got all the extracurriculars, you've got sports and dance and just kind of everything. And so I do feel like our marriage does take a little bit of a backseat during that time of year specifically.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely busy once the school year starts, but then I also feel like sometimes we thrive as a family during school year because all the kids, like everyone is organized. We have
There's a
everything that we need to do. Yes.
Yeah.
And my kids have always, like ever since they were little, we're on a schedule. So I think we've all kind of thrived on a set schedule. So I think when school is in session, it's like, okay, we can breathe. This is what we do, 8 to 5. This, practice is done at 5, 6 o'clock. Everyone's home. We eat dinner. Get ready for the next day.
Do you feel like, okay, so we've talked before about penciling in that time with your spouse. Do you feel like you pencil it in more during school year?
I think this year I will be much more cautious and watching that we are doing that.
So maybe some sexy Saturdays?
Maybe sexy Saturdays.
Definitely sexy Saturday.
That was so cute.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, looking forward to something to do
Right.
is definitely worth it.
Yes,
Right.
for sure.
And you can do that with anything. It doesn't have to just be sexy Saturday. It could be like date nights, Fridays,
right.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Just making time intentionally together and talking about it, throughout the week.
Yep.
I think anytime I feel like our marriage has hit kind of a bumpy spot, our recovery from that is always making sure date nights are scheduled.
Yes, they have to be scheduled.
Yes, and so there's been several times where it's like, okay, we've got to have a date night once a month. Like, it's got to happen. If it, end of the month, it hadn't happened yet. Okay, we're making it happen this Saturday. Just to have that time together and away from life and kids and truly like time to reconnect.
When my children were little, our date nights were going to the supermarket, grocery shopping. We would leave them at home or wherever, and we would go and just have a good time bonding over foods that we wanted to get, foods we would never get.
Aww.
Yeah, seriously. So it was a lot of fun.
I love that. Oh, that's like totally off topic, but I used to take my kids to Costco during the day, and
Would
we
you
would
do
have
all the snacks?
Yes, that would be our lunch.
Yep. No, I've
It
done
was
that.
amazing. It was so
Uh-huh.
much fun, and they loved it.
Yeah, you get to try new things.
So obviously, we have all gone through stuff, and definitely some rough patches in our marriage, some unfortunate moments um, where we were not intentional with each other. So, do you ever feel like the stress and busyness has spilled over into how you treat each other?
Yes, definitely.
I would agree with that. I feel like I start nitpicking a lot more. Like I start picking up like, you didn't do the dishes. You
Yes.
hadn't done laundry. Oh, your underwear is in the floor, not in the laundry basket.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
I pick up on all the little things.
All the things
The
that
more-
you're doing and the things that they're not doing.
Yes. Do you feel like that happens to you too, Alicia?
No.
Okay, so be honest. Go ahead.
No.
I will say, out of all these years, I have always admired how you handle stress. Like you have always handled it with a smile on your face, and it's like, I just wish that I could smile through it too and not let it bother me. And I'm sure it does bother you, but I've just always admired how you've handled it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what you see is what you get. You know, I think I kind of feel like it's out of my control when it's really out of control. So I just go with the flow until we get through the storm.
Do you feel like it's reversed in your marriage? Like the husband could resent, not even resent, but the husband could be nitpicking at what he's doing and what you're.
Like-
not doing.
Like his stress is coming
But
out.
it's not
on
that
you.
they're not doing anything, right? It's not like they're not doing anything or we're not doing anything. We just perceive it that way because we're just nitpicking so much, I feel like.
Yes, because I'm so stressed and I'm
Right.
busy in life, and he's
Right.
not doing the things that I would do
That you would do,
in
correct.
the way that I
That's
would do it.
correct. But they're still doing stuff, but they're not doing what we want in the way we want it done.
That's true. So do you feel like Matt ever feels that way towards you?
He
Like
might.
it's reversed?
He might, but he's never nitpicked with me. He's never said
Okay.
anything against that. So
You don't feel him get like upset or something? Like if there's laundry on the ground, if he like rolls his eyes or anything?
no.
Okay, well then good.
I mean, don't think that we just keep laundry on the floor all the
No,
time.
I just said that as an example of one thing.
But yeah, no, we just don't. I guess we've always been so busy. You know, we hit the ground running, married with children. We know that there are just more important things in life. Like, yeah, our house might be messy, but you know, like the saying goes, my children are busy making memories.
Correct.
I don't know about memories, but they're busy making a mess, and we're busy doing life. So, you know, you got to pick and choose your battles. And just because there's some dirty drawers on the floor, I don't have to get to it right then and there, and neither does he.
Yeah, I
Right.
just wish I could be that way.
Yes,
I wish I could
know.
be that way, because I'm not. Like those dishes, especially when I worked I worked out of the home, and especially at night, like to come home and see dishes in the sink.
Yeah, dishes is my thing too.
Yes, it would set me off. Like
Yeah, I don't like
I
that.
couldn't even go to sleep
Mm-mm.
for the day because I know that there's dishes in the
Yeah,
sink.
I can't either. I hate dirty dishes.
And to know he stayed up till 2 a.m. doing absolutely nothing.
Right.
Hmm?
I know. But at the same time, so both of our husbands like to play video games. At the same time, I do respect that that is his me time. You know, that's his me time. And that's his time. But, I don't know, I think it's so hard, male and females, because I feel like we don't necessarily need me time. We just continue working.
But I think that's where, like, if resentment sets in for me, that's where it sets
where
in
it's
for
a
me.
problem, yes.
Because I'm like, okay, well, you have all your me time. When do I get me time?
No, never.
And like he'll say things like, "Oh, well, you did your nails today," and I'm like, "Okay, but I did my nails while I was working 2 jobs, so doing my nails could have taken me an hour, but it
Right.
really took me 12 hours because I was
Yes.
working a job at the time."
Right, and then are you doing the girls' nails as well?
Yes.
So then it's not me time.
So it's
See,
not
that's
me
what
time.
I've had to learn of. If I go get my nails done, I've got to take my daughter, and then that's not me time.
I couldn't tell you the last time that I have. No, and I know we've talked about this before, like how important me time is, and self-care and things like that. But like, I haven't done a bubble bath this year.
I haven't been in a
Reading,
bath in a long time.
reading has probably been the last time that I've truly like spent time for myself. And then of course like the mom guilt steps in, and
Right.
and I'm too tired to spend time with Taylor.
Right.
So then all those other things pile in on top of it, and then I feel bad for taking that time for myself. But
Yes.
yeah, I don't get
But
to.
don't sit in that spot where you're too tired, because I've been there.
We struggle. I struggle so much with that tired spot.
I have. And it's not, don't stay there.
I know. And then there's sometimes where I just have to bite my tongue and just let it all roll out and play out, and I'm not even in the mood, and I'm not there because I'm so tired. But sacrifices, I guess.
Right. Sacrifice.
Okay, so we've definitely felt the cost of drifting apart,
Yes.
and what it can do to our marriage. I mean, maybe not Alicia. They just smile through it all.
We have to have the guys as our guests one time.
Yes, I
In
think
our
that would be fun.
podcast.
That'd be fun.
I don't know, would we be as open?
I would be totally open.
Oh gosh, I would too. And you know Taylor would buck me on almost
I
everything
know
I say.
everything. Nick and I know everything about each other. I would be totally open.
Yeah.
But it would be interesting to hear us say something and then be like, no. Like,
Oh
this
yeah,
is-
that'd be
yes.
Taylor. He'd be like, "Oh no, that's not how it plays out."
Yeah, I
Right.
think they'll definitely remember things very different than how we remember things.
So, I mean, obviously, when you start letting the busyness of life kind of take over and you start forgetting each other, resentment does creep in. You start that roommate
Right.
stuff sets in. You start to feel stressed, exhausted, and it's kind of a ripple effect into your parenting, your work, kind of your whole life. So let's flip it around a little bit, because we don't want to just vent and be negative. We want to share what's helped. So do y'all have anything that y'all feel like has helped your marriage and helped carve out that time, even through the busyness, to make that connection with your spouse?
I think having to be intentional together, right? Like Nick and I have almost been married for 20 years. So things change in 20 years. So I think learning how to be intentional with each other, of even if we're passing each other in this crazy life of the kids got to go somewhere, giving each other a kiss, or he will send me a silly TikTok on my phone of like loving each other. So those little things, even though it's silly and some people think it's stupid and it's TikTok, it's just a way of me knowing, oh, he saw that and thought of me. So
Yeah.
it meant something to me.
Definitely.
So even though, yeah, it's silly, but I like that. And especially when we're in this busy thing of just seeing something for 30 seconds of, oh, okay. Like he thought about me for a second, then I feel better.
Right.
I think that's one thing when we were both working out of the house, that and even still that does matter to me too. Like just for him to text me and say I love you.
Yes.
Like I know that seems silly. I mean, we've been together so long,
Correct.
you know.
Yes. You know
But-
he loves you, but just hearing it.
Yes, to know that in that moment, while he was at work and he was busy and I'm working and I'm busy, he thought of me.
Right.
I don't think that's silly at all.
Oh, well, good. I think it can kind of be like, you know, I don't know, what's the word? Trivial? Is that the word?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like, y'all been together so long, why do you
Right.
have to do that?
Right.
But it matters to me.
Yes, and I think for women especially it matters. Where I don't think men need to hear it. They just know. Which is fine, but I need to hear it.
Yes, there was like this little short that I've seen on Facebook where it's like the man and it says like the same woman that asks me if I love her, if I care about her, is the same woman that I rubbed her feet last night and I made her a glass of wine and I cooked her dinner and I held her till she fell asleep, but you know, like she still has to ask,
Yes.
do you love me?
That's cute.
So I feel like for us, like one of the, and I know we've talked about this probably the last 2 weeks, is our time at night. Like that's almost kind of like sacred for me to have that moment and watch a show together. We get together with my family every week. I think y'all know that. And so we were there, we had dinner, and we were all kind of sitting around, and it was probably like 7:45, and I looked at the clock, and I was like, oh, we gotta go. We gotta go. I gotta have time to watch at least
Mhm.
one episode with Daddy before I go to bed. So I don't know. That's just really important to us. And my phone is set to say that I'm in bed at 9 o'clock. So like everything goes silent then. Um, so just to like have that moment of disconnecting to that and just focusing on him really matters to us and has helped us.
That's really good.
Do y'all ever feel like you have to cut your phones out? Or do you ever feel like your phones take over? I know like for some couples.
Yes, definitely. My phone is in my hand about 23 hours of the day.
But you also have it on a do not disturb as well, don't you?
Yes, I do have it on Do Not Disturb, but that doesn't mean that I don't disturb my phone.
Do you ever feel like you have to put your phone to the side to make time for Matt?
Yes, because I always have my phone in my hand. So if I make time for anybody, my phone has to be put aside.
Okay. Do you ever feel like you have to cut that part out?
No.
Yeah,
Not
we
the
usually
phone.
do pretty good with it.
The phone I am pretty good. I'm sure there's been times in my life where I have been bad with my phone. But no, I would say more recently, especially the phone gets put up. Especially like when we're on vacation, which I think I was always good about that. When we were on vacation together as a family, I don't have my phone. I just like to be in the moment. And even like sometimes it's silly, like some people will say, "Oh, you don't post pictures and stuff like that." But then I'm like, I want to have those memories, of course. But I also want to enjoy the moment when I'm in the moment because I'm not going to get that back.
Yeah.
So I just try to really be unplugged at times. Like going away to the lake, we went away to the lake and just being like, there's no service. Like sometimes when we go away to places and there's no service, I can be like, oh,
Yeah.
my kids are off, Nick's going to be off because they all love their phones. So just to know that everyone's going to be off, I think they have a harder time with it than I do. Where I like get to breathe and be like, finally, everybody is off.
Yeah. I like that. I like to disconnect like that. I think, yeah.
And I don't like to disconnect like that. I always have to be attached.
That's okay.
Yeah. I think I can speak for the whole family. We all are attached to electronics.
So if we go camping and it's somewhere like out in the middle of nowhere where there's no service, I need to bring our satellite internet
No.
so that you can connect.
Definitely. Or you might find me at the nearest gas station on their Wi-Fi.
Would you really struggle?
I would struggle. I have struggled.
Is it because you can't post pictures?
No, I just feel like I'm disconnected from the rest of the world.
Does it give you anxiety or stress you out to think that you're that disconnected or?
I don't think I get anxious. I just have a little urge to know what's going on in the world, and the only way I can do that is through my phone. I guess I could do it through television, but
Well, TV
You wanna
not
see the
like it
fake
was
news.
back in the day.
fake news is
The
better
fake news is what
yes,
she wants.
that's right. I wouldn't know what happened to Susie from 5th grade with her ex-husband on
Who you haven't
online.
spoken to since 5th grade.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure my husband might say it gets in the way a little bit, but I like it. It keeps me connected, and I just use my phone quite often.
Does he ever ask you to put it down to spend time with him, or y'all just, that's just not something that ever comes up?
Let's see, has he ever asked me? Yes, probably he's asked me once or twice. Because we could be doing adult things, and if my phone goes off, I say, hold on, wait a minute.
Oh my
Oh,
God! Sexy Saturday night!
Just paused.
But yeah, so am I a little too obsessed with my phone? Possibly. Am I ready to change that? Not at all.
That's okay.
At least we're honest.
Has your phone ever gotten in the way?
Not during our sexy moments.
No.
But as far as like in life, yes, there has been times where like I'll notice that, like if the kids are gone for the day and we're just kind of laying around and we're watching TV or playing a game or something, if he picks his phone up every 5 minutes, then I find myself picking mine up every 5 minutes, and then before you realize it, it's like close to the end of the day, and we look at each other and we're like, okay, well, you were on your phone every 5 minutes.
Right.
Well, you were on your phone every 5 minutes. And so I do feel like there are moments like that.
Has he ever had to ask you to put your phone up?
Yes, and I have had to ask him to put his up too.
Yes.
Yep. Just because it's so easy. I mean, like if you're watching something and a commercial comes on, or if he's searching for a movie, I have no interest to sit and search for a movie. Like, unless I know what I'm watching, I have no interest in clicking 100 times to read
Fine.
through
Right.
the about a movie. Just find me something and we'll watch it together. And so there's been times where like he'll start clicking and then, I just kind of subconsciously I'll get on my phone and start scrolling my own stuff because I have no interest in
Right.
looking at 20 different movie titles. And so he has pointed that out before, that like, oh, you're not even helping me look for a movie, you're on your phone. So yeah, I'm not as attached to it as this one over here who's currently scrolling Facebook. But
I think all of us, I mean, I'm sure there's been a time where Nick has had to tell me to put my phone up and vice versa. I think in the stage that we're in now, I think Nick has also been better with the phone. But there's been times where Nick has been like, gone from playing a video game, for example, coming upstairs and getting on the phone.
yes.
And it's not like he's doing it to be rude or to not help me. It's just, I don't think he realizes.
Yeah.
And so he gets on the phone, and I take it so personally of, you just left one electronic, you're going to another one.
What about me?
Yes. But I'm sure I've been guilty of being on a phone or being on a work call and then grabbing my personal phone as soon as I'm in front of him.
Yeah. I think it's so easy in this day and
It is. Yes.
time to grab your phone.
Right.
And,
The phone, the watch, the rings, everything that they have now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's wrap it up a little with a few takeaways we can each try this week. Schedule connection on purpose because it won't happen by accident.
Protect one small ritual that you both enjoy.
Set a boundary around work or phones. Phones, big phones there. Set a boundary around phones.
And give yourself grace.
Because progress is always better than perfection. Thanks for hanging out with us today, and if you remember nothing else, remember this. You don't have to wait for life to slow down to love each other well. Don't forget to join us next week for Money Talks and Meltdowns. We'll be diving into why finances can bring out the best and the absolute worst in a marriage, and how to handle those money conversations without losing your mind or your relationship. So here's to love,
Laughter.
And surviving the mess.
One margarita at a time.
Be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and find us on social media. Don't forget to share us with your mom friends who could use a little reminder that none of us have it all together.
Marriage, mess and margaritas. Life's a mix and it'll never beat us. Raise your glass, it's time to cheer. The wildest stories, you'll hear them here.